Hey, y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. What's going on, y'all? This is Star episode 14, Amazing Grace. We're just gonna get right into it. So we start the episode off with Carlotta planning on having an ACA Legend concert, to gain people's attention through, throwback performances. And we get Cassie coming in to check on Carlotta and to see how she's doing and the fact that she's still worried about the baby because what we saw last week, she finally told Carlotta about the fact that she has a son from their daddy, and now she's practically trying to grasp the whole like she's trying to process the whole information together. So at this point, she's really not here for it. Like she's trying to explain to her, like, listen, I got everything, okay? I know that this is not easy for you to process, but trust me, it's best if you just go out and try to find the baby. But she wasn't having it. She wasn't listening. She wasn't here for it. And honestly, I don't know what the situation with that is because it's like I understand it from both ends. It's like you want to be able to face this issue and try to figure out who the child is because at the end of the day, even though it is a tough issue to face, you're not really going to be whole with yourself if you continue to run away from the problem instead of facing it. But on the other hand, you got raped by your daddy at 15 and had a whole ass child from it. I don't know how the hell I would feel if some shit were to happen, and it's just like, yeah, I just don't know. But we're gonna move on from that. So, um, hmm, air went on. Um, so we get Carlotta and Simone meeting up at the hospital, and we find out that Star is dealing with some infectious bleeding, and they need to get surgery in order to get that shit taken care of. Otherwise, it's a possibility that the bitch finna die. So that's pretty much what it was. And the whole time they were having the conversation, Alex was standing almost like half a yard away listening to the whole thing. So at that point, it was like because Carlotta was not a legal family member to Star, the decision on her medical fate had to go to Simone. And I'm so mad because I literally remember learning this recently from my recent doctor's appointment, and it was a whole document that taught me that shit, and I forgot what it was called. Y'all leave it down in the comments and y'all tell me what it was, because I forgot, and I'm so mad that I did. Anyway, so that left Simone on the fritz, because now it's up to Simone on Star's fate. Meanwhile, the whole fiasco going on, Alex has a panic attack. She runs home. Derek was able to calm her ass down, but in the midst of that, they go on ahead and try to keep their marriage on the down low, only to find out that Alex's dumbass told her mama when she should have known that her mama was going to spill the beans and tell everybody and their mama about their marriage, and that is exactly what the fuck happened. Because her mom went and told everybody up in New York, and now everybody knows their business. Everybody and their mama knows about the marriage. They know about the two of them. Because remember, earlier this season, everybody already knew that they both had a thing for each other after the whole sex tape was leaked out by Olivia's crazy ass. And now everyone's really in on their relationship. Now they really on their asses. So yeah. So later we get Simone. She's looking through medical sites trying to figure out what to do, and Carlotta encourages her that whatever decision that she makes, that she's going to support her. And that's cute and whatnot. So then we're getting Noah. He's at this AA meeting to, deal with his drinking issues. And at this point, this is where this episode is really starting to make me not like Noah a little bit again, because it's like I had a feeling. I had a feeling throughout these last couple of episodes leading up to last week's episode that it was too good to be true. His character was too good. He was already on the up and up. He was already a good person. He made a lot of good deeds. He was able to have the girls back. He was able to make the right choices and the best decisions, not only for himself, but for his friends and family. And he was on the up and up. And he didn't have not one slip up besides the few that he had that was understandable and justified. And just looking at that, it's like, I knew it was only too good to be true. I knew that good Noah was too good to be true. Because it was only a matter of time before something happened and he was going to end up doing some dumb shit that was going to make me hate his ass all over again. And that's exactly what he's been doing this whole episode. So moving back along, he goes through his meeting and Miss Bruce had to let him know that his shame is his worst hangover. And it ain't worth the pain. So he meets up with Carlotta to kind of assure to her that he's alright and that everything is fine and that he's sober and that he's clean and that he's been sober for 12 days and that he's ready to be back in the familia and all this stuff, and he's already pumped up for the ACA nominations and stuff like that. And Carlotta wasn't having it. And that's when she took matters into her own hands and decided to call his mama in to let her know that her son needs her. So his mom comes in and I said, "Bitch, is that Kimberly Elise? Bitch, I haven't seen you since Dying with a Mad Black Woman. How you doing, bitch? You better get your coins. Alright. I see you. I see you." Anyway. So, so she's pretty much at this point where she just wants him to take a break. Because at this point, you got into a car accident. You have a child. And you're a single father now that Star is in the hospital. You out here prepping for the ACAs. All the pressure has gotten you so bad to the point where you started using again. Almost causing you and your child's life. And now the baby is in Simone's care. It is in temporary custody until Star, gets better. So at this point, you really have you have no leg to stand on here, and at this point, you really need to start taking considerations on just sitting your ass the fuck down. Just sit down. Don't do anything else. Just sit down. But of course, Noah's stubborn ass ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna listen to his mama. So of course, he leaves. And she practically bonds with Carlotta over, having children and worrying over them and stuff. So moving on from that, Alex shows up late for the rehearsal. And Noah shows up. And at this point, this is where Noah got me fucked up. He barges in. And this nigga had the nerve and the gall to try to step into that baby's life after everything that he just put that baby through. I was with Simone throughout this whole argument, and I am so glad that Simone stood out and said the truth. Bitch, I don't give a damn. I don't get the fuck. Bitch, just because you've been sober, just because you've been sober for 12 days, does not mean that you are not all the way right up here, because you still got a lot to fix. You still got a lot to do, okay? You literally just got here. You just now finished your AA meeting, and now all of us, you went through 12 days, and now all of a sudden you better. You better now. But, bitch, you gonna need more than 12 days, boo-boo. And he had the nerve to try to threaten to call the cops on her after she let him know that he will not see the baby. And I said, bitch. Simone clapped back saying that, bitch, guess what? You call the cops and I'll call child services and they gonna be knocking at your door in 5 milliseconds. You better bet the fuck up. You better bet the fuck up. I said, Simone, you better do that. You better set his ass straight. Okay? Because you know what? You are really getting on my goddamn nerves in this episode. And I'm so glad that everybody is literally putting your dumb ass in your place. And at this point, child, it is what it is. We're gonna move on from that. We get this short scene with Cotton. You know, she finds out that Dior and all the girls, they still fucking with Leon and they still trying to get money since what Cotton is trying to provide for them isn't enough for their fast asses. And later on, near the end of the episode, they end up getting snatched by his ass. And I'm like, well, at least Cotton, you tried. But they don't want the help, so shit. If they don't want the help, oh well. Bitch, if you don't care, I don't care. I tried to help you. I gave you a place to stay. And I tried to keep you out of trouble. Bitch, I saved your motherfucking life from being beat by this nigga. And you would much rather go back to the same problems that I just saved you from. You know what? Do you, boo? Do you? Because it's so funny because my mom literally just had a conversation with me earlier about the fact that everybody has the will from God and that we all have the free will to make good and bad decisions. So if you witness somebody, especially someone that is very close to you, go through fuck shit, going through a lot of trifling shit. What would make you think that it's a smart idea for you to actually copy what that person is doing instead of doing the complete opposite of what that person is doing? People these days. I mean, when will they learn? When will they learn that your actions have consequences? When will they learn? Anyway, so we got all that. So we get Maurice and Cassie, you know, they vibing, they fucking and whatnot, and they having their little moment, and Gigi barges in and she complains to Maurice that she's got too much on her plate. And he tries to help her, but then Katney, I was going to say Katney, girl, Cassie witnesses this, and she takes the whole thing, the whole thing way out of context. So she confronts Gigi over Maurice, and at this point, it's like, her and Maurice just ends up going back and forth, and he leaves her ass. And I'm sitting here like, you already know that they finna get back together. Because later on, he went on ahead and registered the whole karma just for her and him to have a little slow dance, just so that they can reconcile and kiss and fucking whatnot. Bitch, I'm over this storyline. I don't even want to talk about their whole storyline anymore because the whole shit between them to me is boring as fuck. So we gonna move on because it's boring and predictable. That's my issue with their storyline. It's boring and predictable. Alright. So we get Simone, Alex, and Gigi. They doing their dance rehearsals, and Gigi is barely trying. And Simone checks Gigi about her attitude, and this causes Simone to walk off. Alex checks up on Gigi in hopes that, you know, she's all to the good and that everything's together and that she's alright. But we all know Gigi ain't fine. We all know Gigi's suffering. And it's only a matter of time before Gigi breaks. But Gigi had to let Alex know that she hopes that Star is all to the good and that her prayers and condolences goes out to her. So speaking of condolences, bitch, Simone is literally over it because she sees a whole mob of people with literally signs, picket signs and candles, treating the whole damn thing like it's a whole memorial, like the bitch died or something. And here's my thing, cause I know I said this in my last video about 2 weeks ago when the show tried to make it seem as if that Star was gonna die. And here's my whole thing about it. And here's where I sort of agree with Simone on this case, because it's like, the bitch ain't dying. And there are two reasons why Star is not dying. One, Star is the main cast member of the show. She carries the show. Without her, it ain't gonna be no show. Just like with Empire, Cookie carries that show. And without her, it ain't no Empire. So, with every show, there's always a breakout star, or there's always a central character that carries the entire show. And most likely, it's the main character, or the titular character of the show. Without that character, it ain't no show. Because the show is about them, the main character. So, that's just common sense and just common knowledge based off of just television broadcasting. And then the second reason is she ain't dead. She's just placed in a coma, and the doctors are and Simone is in the midst of determining her fate right now. So chill. But this is where I disagree with Simone and why she needs to chill, because her ass decided to burn down a whole fucking banner and tell everybody that they need to go the fuck home. Now, I thought that was a little unwarranted, but at the end of the day, Simone is going through a lot, and it is what it is. I mean, ain't nobody else taking care of Star or determining her fate, so hell, she gotta do what she gotta do. So Noah tries to confront Carlotta about his blow up with Simone, and she sets his ass up straight. Because at this point, Carlotta had to let him know shit's getting real. You need to let it go, and you need to start worrying about what's really important, and the fact that Star is in the hospital, and that you need to step the fuck up and grow the fuck up. So clearly Noah was in his feelings, and he was like, alright, so Carlotta doesn't have my back, so strike her. Alright, next up on my list of ass kissing is Alex. Alright, let's go hunt Alex. So he goes and hunts for Alex. He tries to convince her to get Simone to help him get the custody of his child. And Alex was here for it. But Noah tried to get the upper hand and try to go on ahead and sweet talk her into getting through the baby through Simone by talking about her mom. But then Alex had the upper hand when she went ahead and told the scary story about that one time in her childhood when she had a closet and she hid in that closet the whole time while her mom was suffering through alcohol poisoning. And at that point, she was all over the place, and Alex wasn't having that. And that clearly got Noah to, cross Alex off the list, because apparently she didn't have his back because she got too much on her plate as well. So it's just like, nigga, just deal with the fact that your ass ain't capable of raising the child. And that you are out here fucking up already, and the baby damn near just got here. The baby just entered this world and you already fucking up. Bitch, you fucked up the second he came out of Star's coochie. And you still fucking up. Damn. Sit down somewhere. Shit. Speaking of somebody who really needs to sit the fuck down somewhere, if not, somebody needs to leave. How about Noah finally steps up and visits Star at the hospital, and who the fuck is else in there? Jackson. Why? Why bring him back? Why bring his ass back? Why is he here? Lee Daniels, I really would love to know this. Why do you keep bringing Jackson along? His character is very irrelevant. Very irrelevant. Like, apparently, what ended up happening is, when Noah walked in, him and Jackson pretty much fight over who's the better dad for the baby, since Jackson confronted Noah about him lying and stuff. And I'm sitting here like, what a fucking waste of a character. And see, this is one of my main issues with television nowadays, because you got a lot of shows that has all these characters, and Empire does this shit too. They got a lot of shows out here that creates these characters, these main characters where the show centers around them, and then they have supporting characters, but the supporting characters has no substance. They have no story or lives of their own that can branch out and develop into the story while still blending through the simple story structure of the original concept of the show. So at this point, you get all these characters that are out here just popping in and out of the show, either serving one purpose, which affiliates mostly with the main character. And that's all that it is. It's like these characters, especially these what I like to call the non-existent supporting characters that has no substance, no real character development on their own. It's like Jackson's character on this show is like he's only on this show to fight Noah over the baby and fuck Star. That's it. That's it. That's all his character is. And that's all that his character is worth on the show. We don't know nothing else about him but his bold, crazy ass mama. And that's it. And the fact that the show can't even branch out of that to where we can see like Jackson in his own life and his, you know what, his whole character just needs to go. I don't even give a shit no more. So we catch Simone praying to God, and she tells Carlotta that she feels like that he is punishing her, and she's pissed. So Carlotta had to let her know that God can only do what he can do. So she later visits her dad, and this is when shit gets real, because she finally has the guts to visit her dad, and try to get answers on where her son is. And he pretty much doesn't tell her anything but the simple fact that it was her fault that all of this happened and that she wanted it. Bitch, that is disgusting. And for you to sit here and say that to your own child, you are trash as fuck. And bitch, I wish Carlotta would have went on ahead and pressed that pillow down your face just a little bit longer. Cause bitch, I would have done the same fucking thing. Bitch, I would have done the same thing. Fuck all that, I would have done the same thing. Set my goddamn self free. But you know what? It is what it is. Because Carlotta took the higher road and decided not to. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it to you this time because you know better and you took the higher road. Because I know as a Christian, you really do not want the blood of murder on your hands. So I get that. I get that. Good for you. Good for you. So, it is what it is. So during the event, we get the girls getting ready, and they're going ahead and do their tribute performance of TLC's Try. It's okay. Alright. I didn't really learn much about the song, but it was a cute performance. It really was. So they kill it, and they sound good, and all of a sudden Alex has a panic attack, and her and Simone rush off to the stage, leaving Joja behind for her to go ahead and make the announcement that she is taking a hiatus from music, and she's leaving Gravity Records. And this clearly pissed everybody off at this point, so it's just like, oh well. Bye, Gigi. So, Simone and Alex, they walk home, and Alex let her know that she has a hard time trying to really express herself and to finally... Damn! I was really almost done with this video, and I was about to be the first video in a while where I haven't yawned. Shit! Anyway, so Alex lets Simone know that she has a hard time opening up to Star about how she really feels because her and Star really just never had a very stable relationship. I mean, who the hell did? But and Simone lets Alex know that she's going to schedule the appointment tonight. So Cassie finds Carlotta and Carlotta tells her that she tried to kill him, but she didn't do it. So Cassie tells her that she will never have to worry about him again, and it cuts to black. And I'm still like, bitch, what the fuck did happen? But I should have known because it's Cassie. Bitch, she walked into that hospital room, and she took care of business, and she killed him for Carlotta. I said, bitch, if that ain't Sister Goza, I don't know what the fuck it is. Because, bitch, huh, bye. You want to sit here and try to tell my sister that she wanted it, knowing damn well she was 15 years old, and you know better than to be fucking a minor, especially a minor that's your own goddamn child, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I hope you enjoy your seat in hell, motherfucker. Trash ass bitch. So we get Miss Bruce going to the studio to find Noah, and she tries to call him, but the call leads to voicemail. So she tried to go on ahead and call Bobby, his dad, to help get his son straight, because this shit ain't working with Noah. So we end the episode off with the meeting at the hospital. They went on ahead and did the surgery. Simone lets Carlotta know that she went on ahead and went through it. And this is the moment when Alex finally opens up to Star. And I thought her speech, her speech was real cute. And it was very genuine and authentic. And I liked it. And then Star wakes up. What'd I tell you? I wasn't surprised when she woke up because, like I said, if Star died, the show finna die. That would have been the end of the show right then and there if she would have died. So, come on now, people. I mean, are we really surprised? Come on now, Lee Daniels, you're gonna have to. Even though this was a cute little storyline to have throughout the second half of the season, but come on now, don't be sitting here trying to make it seem like that y'all finna kill off Star finna die, only to find out that the bitch ain't finna die. Because anybody with common sense and well-rounded knowledge of how most television structures work, when you have a central character that pretty much carries the show, and everyone else is either just filler characters or just, again, non-existent supporting characters with no substance, you kill that character off, bitch, that's the death of the show right then and there. So, come on now, I wasn't surprised. But that was Star, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!